Alright, I've got the Fenix PD36R Pro on turbo. Whoa. Okay. It's no joke, a bat just flew out of a tree. Just came towards me as I turn on the light. Incredible. Hitting those trees out the back easily. I'm going to just continue using this light until it ramps down. I want to see how it performs, because it cooled down since my last test as well. Visibility is excellent. I like how there's a concentrated hotspot in the center, but lots and lots of spill. Lots of spill, making it easy for me to see closer to me. The light is quite warm. It's nice and cold night here in Melbourne. I think it's about 13, 14 degrees. That's cold for me anyway. And the light has started to ramp down, but yeah, it doesn't feel hot at all just after ramping down. And what you can actually do is just go back and cycle through and reactivate that turbo, I believe. There we are. So there. Oh, so we're back in business again. This light makes a great hand warmer for nights like this. But I do like that it ramps down and keeps fairly cool, and that's part of the technology Fenix incorporates in their lights to ensure the surface temperature of their lights doesn't get too high, so that it's safe to operate. They don't like to push it too much, and I mean, if you're using this as part of your profession, you know, you're not going to want to run into that issue either. I mean, if you're someone like me just using these flashlights for fun, a little bit of extra heat is no big deal. Not really a situation that's going to cause me any significant troubles. Turn it off again. Let me just try that. Go back to that turbo. There we go. So you kind of got to turn it off and turn it back on again, and then you have another shot at it. I'm going to give it a crack one more time, but let's just go to that high mode first. That's high mode. Okay. Spend too much time in the turbo mode, and everyone wants to see what the high mode looks like, and look, still some good performance, long range performance, and lots of flood here as well. There's trees to the right. I like that it doesn't blind you as well up close, because the hotspot is quite large, circular, but doesn't it isn't too intense. You know, using it for a few meters up close and high or turbo is going to be intense though, but for anything up, you know, 10 plus meters, that's pretty good. Okay, let me just put that straight back onto the turbo. I'm going to just do this other test. Let's just see if I can, when it starts ramping down or what have you, I'll turn it off and turn it back on again and see what happens. Whether it will reactivate again. And I mean, I think it just depends on the surface temperature. If it measures below 60 degrees, it will reactivate it. And remember, it is a pretty cold sort of night here in Melbourne as well. Okay, so yeah, you can see it ramping down already. It's kind of almost on that high level now, isn't it? So if you turn it off, turn it back on. Oops. Well, yeah, it sort of locks you out of it for a little bit until the light cools down, and then you can reactivate that turbo mode again.